My name is Vera Chun, and I'm 29 years old, standing in the warm kitchen of our family's farmhouse in Portland, Oregon, on January 4, 2026. The air hums with the scent of baking bread and the lively chatter of kin, the wooden counters gleaming under a lantern's soft glow. My heart beats like a pestle grinding herbs, my planner a fragile anchor, my soul a furnace of pride and fury. I'm here as the family event organizer for our annual New Year's reunion, but today it's personal. My niece, Lila Chun, a 15-year-old with a bright smile and a sharp mind, is kneading dough nearby. My cousin, Arjun Chun, stands beside me, his eyes fierce yet strained, chopping vegetables. An hour ago my grandmother, Mrs. Patel Chun, dissed my career choices, sneering to the crowd, "Vera's event planning is a waste, barely a real job." The racial sting was sharp. Her glance at my casual sweater, the only Chinese-American woman managing family gatherings, spoke louder than her words. Lila's faltering "Aunt Vera" from the counter unanswered, and Arjun's sharp "Why her?" cut through the kitchen's buzz like a cracked bowl. They see me as an organizer, unaware I'm a professional event planner with ties to Mrs. Ramsey, a hospitality titan who trusts my expertise. In my bag, a phone with Ramsey's contact pulses like a spark, igniting my plan to slip salt into Patel's sugar jar and prove my worth, not to ruin her, but to season our family's honor into Portland's hearth of justice. This wound isn't fresh, it's simmered deep in Portland's misty fields. Growing up in Multnomah was a blend of grit and warmth. Our parents, Mom, a librarian with a gentle laugh, and Dad, a carpenter with steady hands, crafted a life of resilience. Public schools where I planned festivals, temple potlucks where we shared dumplings, a porch where evergreens framed our dreams. I was the visionary, orchestrating family events, my schedules rallying kin to connect. Arjun was our rock, mentoring Lila through late shifts, his loyalty a quiet flame. Lila, his niece, shone with creativity, her event ideas a family gem. But in this city, where Patel's wisdom ruled the reunion, our choices were a spark she sought to snuff. Her complaints, my frivolous career, Lila's silly suggestions, were a prelude to this sneer, her waste jab a code for dismissal. The first scar came at 14. I organized a school talent show, my plans bright with hope for vibrant gatherings. At a family picnic, I shared them, craving Dad's nod. He was praising Patel's gardening, his eyes elsewhere. A neighbor sniffed, too showy, favoring sports days. I shelved my schedules, the ache a smoldering ember, a pattern Patel's sneer now fans into flame. In high school, I soared, earning a scholarship to Portland State for event management, my festivals winning city grants. But family gatherings dimmed my light beside Arjun's caregiving or Patel's traditional wisdom. At 16, I raised $5,000 for a youth event camp, featured in the Oregonian. At Lunar New Year, Lila's poetry prize stole the stage, my camp a murmur. "Just party stuff, Vera," Mom teased, her grin kind but fleeting. I vowed to shine, my passion for events a molten core. After college, I launched an event planning business in 2020, climbing to $90,000 by 2025, forging ties with Mrs. Ramsey, whose hospitality empire shaped my craft. I kept my expertise veiled, organizing family events to mentor kids like Lila, whose ideas echoed mine. Patel's sneer, dismissing my career as barely a real job while sipping her sugared tea, was a racist jab, assuming my Chinese-American choices lacked depth. Lila's reunion, her chance to bond, is marred by this scorn, her confidence at risk. This kitchen, Lila's dough, is my breaking point. I arrived at 8 a.m., setting up tables, the farmhouse buzzing with laughter and clinking mugs. Patel, in a silk shawl, dissed my choices by 9 a.m., her chuckle sharp as she waved off Lila's praise for my festival. Arjun, a teacher with fire in his veins, pulls me aside, his whisper fierce, "Patel's wrong, Vera. Your events are art. What's your move?" I confide my plan, voice a low spark, "I'll slip salt into her sugar jar, call Ramsey to back my work, make them see." His nod is iron, "Season it bold, Vera." Patel's scorn stung Lila, but my phone holds Ramsey's contact, a flare to illuminate our worth. The family's eyes, kin like Miss Carter who frowned earlier, flicker with doubt, a table set for truth. My business's events, from reunions to radiance, hone my edge, but Patel's matriarchal clout demands precision. Lila's hesitant smile, Arjun's steady knife, and Ravi's rage fuel my resolve. The kitchen hums with tension, bread baking, spoons clinking. I scan the crowd, spotting Carter's uneasy glance, and Mr. Ruiz, a baker, shifting nervously. Their silence, once neutral, teeters, caught in Patel's web. Arjun's intel from family elders reveals Patel's history, sidelining minority voices, impractical masking bias. I clutch my planner, my plan to salt Patel's sugar sharpening. Ramsey's endorsement could elevate my work, her name a shield against Patel's scorn. The lantern glows, the air thick with unspoken truths. Lila's eyes meet mine from the counter, her creativity a quiet spice beneath her hurt, urging me forward. Arjun's silenced pride, Lila's fragile spark, echo in my mind, a call to arms. My Portland State fire, once dimmed, burns bright, ready to season a reckoning. The reunion unfolds, our bread a promise of warmth. I pace the kitchen, passing photos of past feasts, their joy a call to plan. Arjun's late lessons, his fierce texts, ground me. My business's schedules, uplifting young minds, steel me. Ramsey's name, a beacon in my phone, promises a stage where our choices can reign. I pause by the pantry, its jars a mirror of Arjun's strength, Lila's dreams. My phone's glow, Ramsey's contact a lighthouse, lights the path. Patel's prejudice tried to dim us, but our honor will endure, a testament to our family's unyielding worth, ready to rise through Portland's kitchens of justice. January 5, 2026, dawns with a frosty winter haze over Portland's Multnomah, the pale light seeping through the blinds of my cozy home office, its space a stronghold of resolve cluttered with event schedules, a glowing laptop, and a steaming mug of jasmine tea. Yesterday's sting in the family farmhouse kitchen, where my grandmother Mrs. Patelchin dissed my event planning as barely a real job, still burns like a misfired spark in a vital festival. Patel's sneer, aimed at me, the only Chinese-American woman organizing family gatherings, was a racist jab that dimmed my niece Lila's spark and shadowed my cousin Arjun's pride. I'm Vera Chun, a 29-year-old event planner earning $90,000, my heart a crucible of fury and hope, my planner swapped for a phone pulsing with Mrs. Ramsey's contact, a hospitality titan who trusts my expertise. Today, I'm plotting to slip salt into Patel's sugar jar at a community event expo and enlist Ramsey to showcase my planning skills, exposing Patel's prejudice. Her bias tried to snuff our family's honor, but I'm orchestrating a plan to affirm our worth, not for vengeance, but to kindle our pride in Portland's hearths of equity. The past 24 hours have been a whirlwind of grit and strategy. After Patel's sneer, I sat with Lila in Arjun's living room, her hands still over my festival blueprint, its pages catching the dim glow of a single lamp. My Multnomah roots, orchestrating family events, facing 2 showy slights, fuel my plan to text Ramsey, whose hospitality empire could validate my work. My event business's $35,000 grants give me leverage, but time is a tight schedule. Ramsey's in Portland only until tomorrow for a hospitality summit. Patel's influence festers. She texted Kin post-reunion, framing my work as frivolous, her allies spreading it on the family's group chat. My phone pings with Arjun's text, Lila's down Vera. Patel's texts are spreading. What's the move? I reply, lunch, 1 p.m., tasty and older. I'm on it. His response, you're our spark. Plan sharp. At 10 a.m., I scour my event portfolios, my laptop open to my festival designs. Vibrant layouts, community agendas, bolstering my pitch to Ramsey. A knock breaks my focus. Kieran, my business's event coordinator, her tablet flashing expo plans, her voice urgent, the expo's next week, but Patel's pushing to limit impractical planners, targeting you. She's loud. Move fast. My chest tightens, Patel's prejudice a botched setup, her waist jab a steel wall to Lila's spark. Draft Ramsey's invite, I say, handing Kieran her contact. I'll tackle Patel. Kieran's nod is fierce, my plan a flare in the haze. At 1 p.m., I stride into Tasty N Alder, its rustic tables warm with the aroma of roasted coffee and biscuits, a Portland haven pulsing with soul. Arjun, in his teacher's sweater, sits at a booth, his tea steaming, eyes blazing, Patel's harsh Vera. Her texts have Kin whispering, your play. I lay out my strategy, text Ramsey to feature my events at the expo, slip salt into Patel's sugar jar to disrupt her smug sip, and confront her bias with a petition at a community board meeting next week. Go fierce, Arjun urges, breaking bread, his voice iron. Patel thinks she owns the reunion. Show you run the show. I recall Patel's chuckle, her racism a public wound. Phone's locked, I say, my voice a steady beat. Ramsey knows my events. Arjun's grin is a torch, you're Lila's shield, Vera. Back at my office, I craft a message to Ramsey, my fingers trembling, Patel's words a splinter in my thoughts. The expo, set for January 11th at Portland Art Museum, is my stage, a chance to replan our family's narrative. I text Kin, support my events at the expo, January 11th, 4 p.m. lift our honor. Arjun replies, we're all in. Patel's texts loom, shared by her cousin allies, painting my work as silly, but my phone holds Ramsey's number, a lifeline. The family's whispers grow. Kin, like Miss Carter, who frowned yesterday, now pause at gatherings, caught in Patel's web. Her group chat posts, once subtle, now wield family clout, hinting at practical traditions to curb stunts like my festivals, a threat to our communal dignity. Lila's quiet sketching this morning, her pen still, weighs like lead, her confidence bruised by Patel's scorn. My business's events, from reunions to radiance, hone my precision, but Patel's matriarchal sway tests it. Kiran's research reveals her decades as family matron, her brother's temple board role boosting her influence. Arjun's intel from family elders uncovers Patel's history, sidelining minority voices, impractical masking bias. I study my event designs, their layouts a shield of success, my plan to make Ramsey's endorsement louder than Patel's lies. The expo must draw the district, from Carter's bookstore to Ruiz's bakery, to unravel her venom. I revisit the reunion. Our bread a triumph, Lila's pain a shadow, fueling my fire. The farmhouse kitchen, once Lila's stage, now echoes with Patel's scorn, her allies eyeing the board meeting to tighten control. I draft a petition, gathering Kin signatures. Carter's cautious, Vera's legit, Ruiz's firm, her events are fire, building a case for the board fight. My Portland State fire, once dimmed, blazes, ready to season Patel's downfall. The afternoon fades, Portland's haze a pulse beneath my plan. I walk Multnoma's streets, passing murals of feasts and hope, their colors a call to plan. Arjun's loyalty, his fierce texts, steel me. Kiran's coordination, logging my schedules, sparks hope. Ramsey's name, a beacon in my phone, promises a platform where our legacy can reign. I pause at our old temple courtyard, its stones holding Arjun's laughter, Lila's dreams. The evening settles, the city's hum a rhythm of defiance. I linger by my desk, the farmhouse a distant memory, its counters a battlefield. Lila's sketches, Arjun's steady hands, pulse in my mind, a spark for the expo. Patel's prejudice tried to dim us, but our honor will endure, a testament to our family's unyielding worth, poised to blaze through Portland's stages of truth. January 11, 2026, pulses with a crisp winter dawn over Portland's Art Museum, its grand atrium a radiant stage for the community event expo, the air rich with the scent of fresh pastries and the vibrant hum of a string quartet under twinkling skylights. I'm Vera Chun, a 29-year-old event planner earning $90,000, standing by a display of festival blueprints, heart pounding like a stopwatch in a critical countdown, my phone warm with a text from Mrs. Ramsey, a hospitality titan who trusts my expertise. A week ago, my grandmother Mrs. Patelchin dissed my event planning as barely a real job, a racist jab that dimmed my niece Lila's spark. They see me as an organizer, blind to my event business and Ramsey's endorsement. Yesterday, Patel escalated, texting Kin to dismiss impractical expo entries, targeting my designs. Today, with Lila arranging my schedules, I'm poised to slip salt into Patel's sugar jar and have Ramsey hail my planning skills, and to confront her bias at a community board meeting tomorrow, not to crush her, but to make our honor a spark that ignites Portland's equity. The past week has been a crucible of strategy and fire. After Patel's frivolous texts, I texted Ramsey, leveraging my business's $35,000 grants to secure her keynote role. She reviewed my festival layouts, vibrant agendas, community plans, and agreed to speak, but Patel's sway tightened. She rallied cousin allies, pushing to exclude my display, her practical jab a veiled slight at my Chinese-American expertise. Arjun's intel showed Kin like Ms. Carter wavering, chilled by Patel's frost. My phone pings with Arjun's text, Lila's nervous, Vera. Patel's smirking. Ready. I reply, 4 p.m., atrium. We'll shine. His response, you're our spark. Plan true. At 1 p.m., I met Ramsey at the museum's prep area, her blazer crisp, eyes keen as she studied my event timeline, praising its precision. This is mastery, she said, drafting a speech. Kiran, my event coordinator, texted, Patel's texts hit the chat. Kin are split, Carter's leaning our way. Board meetings tense tomorrow. Prep tight. My jaw clenches, Patel's bias a misfired setup, her waist jab a steel wall to Lila's spark. At 4 p.m., the expo ignites, planners presenting across the atrium, the crowd's murmurs a rising tide. Lila, in a teal scarf, arranges my schedules, Arjun beside her, his hands steady, their bond a quiet stage. Patel, in a silk shawl, sips tea by her table, her smirk a blade, allies whispering. I slip past, heart racing, and pour salt into her sugar jar, its grains unseen. Ramsey takes the stage, voice like polished wood. Vera Chen's event designs are a masterpiece, blending community soul with flawless execution, worthy of any venue.
Sheku is my blueprints, the crowd nodding, clapping, Lilas eyes glistening, Arjuns Stankstall.
This is no waste, it's Portland's future, Ramsey declares, eyeing Patel, who grimaces at her salty tea, her face souring, allies stunned.
I grip my planner, Patels texts are fading echo, my resolver are blatzing timer.
The atrium surges, families crowding Lila, their phones snapping my blueprints, clips flooding social media, 90,000 views in minutes. Carter, once hesitant, hugs Arjun, her nod firm, Vera's our star. Mr. Ruiz, a baker, claps, his gruff it's solid a quiet win. My business's events, reunions to radiance, sharpen my edge, but Patel's family clout looms, her brother's temple board roll fueling her sway. Arjun's fierce glance, Kiran's steady tablet, keep me grounded, their support a flare in the dusk. Lila's proud nod, Arjun's steady grip, ignite my fire, their bond a platform of defiance. At 7 p.m. the next day, I stride into the community center's boardroom for the board meeting, its oak table stark under fluorescent hum, 50 kin and locals packed into folding chairs. Patel, flustered, projects her texts, touting practical traditions. I take the mic, voice a clear blaze, Patel dissed my career for my race, wounding Lila's spark. I run an event business, Ramsey's endorsement and this petition prove our worth. I raise 25 signatures, Carter's bold, kin murmuring, some roaring, Lila's eyes bright, Kiran filming. Board chair Ms. Ellis jots notes, her gaze sharp. Patel rises, voice a jagged edge, this is a stunt, Vera. Your events are frivolous, tradition honors real work, not bias. Her allies nod, a member frowning, murmurs rippling. Her jab, echoing my too showy youth, stings, but I'm armed, Kiran passing 12 kin letters praising my events, decrying bias. These demand fairness, I say, projecting names, Ruiz's scroll prominent. Ramsey's speech is verified, check her summit archives. The room crackles, Ellis calling a vote, review Patel's actions? 4 of 7 raise hands, Patel's glare a dying ember, her allies hushed. The vote falls short, but an inquiry into Patel's conduct passes 5-2, her sway fracturing. Lila grips my arm, eyes alight, you planned for us, Aunt Vera.
Arjun hooks me, voice fierce, vire unstoppable. My multnummer slides, once embers, fool this breakthrough.
My phone holds Ramsey's text, our honor a comet. Patel's bias lingers, she's rallying temple allies, hinting at vetted traditions. But the expo's fire and the inquiry's spark light our path.
Arjuns Not, Kiran's tablet, and Carter's share die me.
The community's frost thaws, kids mimic my schedules, kin nod at markets, but Patel's ties demand vigilance. My business's pulse, from plans to prosperity, drives my aim, but her connections loom.
My festivals RHYTHM, replete in my mind, sparks like a victor's beat, a flare vor Tomorausstand. The evening deepens, the atrium's echo a pulse of triumph.
I linger by my blueprint display, its layouts sharp under skylight, their designs a map of resolve. Lila's creativity, her fierce texts, fortify me. Arjun's loyalty, his bold support, anchors me.
Kirans Koordination, charting my rise, sparks hope.
Ramsey's endorsement, a cornerstone of our fight, steels my resolve, her stage a shield for our legacy. I pause by the expo's main table, its schedules holding Lila's dreams, Arjun's faith. My phone's light, Ramsey's contact a lodestar, charts the course. Patel's prejudice tried to dim us, but our honor endures, a blaze of our family's worth, poised to ignite Portland's festivals of valor. January 18, 2026, shimmers with a golden late winter glow over Portland's Multnomah, the community center courtyard a vibrant stage for a youth event festival, its air alive with the scent of warm cider, the pulse of a folk band, and the cheers of neighbors gathered around planning booths under canopies of blooming dogwoods. I'm Vera Chun, a 29-year-old event planner earning $90,000, standing by a banner-draped display of festival schedules, heart steady yet ablaze like a perfectly orchestrated gathering, my phone buzzing with an Oregonian headline, Planner's Vision Redefines Family Pride. Last week's event expo, where Mrs. Ramsey hailed my festival designs and I slipped salt into my grandmother Mrs. Patel Chen's sugar jar, shattered her racist dismissal of my career. My board meeting speech, backed by Ramsey's endorsement and 25 signatures, sparked a 5-2 inquiry into Patel's bias. Yesterday, the community board issued Patel a formal reprimand, curbing her family clout. Today, with Lila's event sketches gleaming, I'm forging a path to cement our triumph at this festival, countering Patel's fading prejudice and uniting our community, not to bury her, but to make our honor a beacon that lights Portland's hearths of equity. The past week has been a forge of resilience and precision. After Patel's vetted traditions texts targeted my designs, I rallied kin, leveraging my business's $35,000 grants to amplify Ramsey's acclaim, now at 120,000 views. The board's inquiry found Patel's remarks discriminatory, recommending sensitivity training, her influence unraveling. Her group chat posts, hinting at practical traditions, stirred allies, but kin like Ms. Carter shared my expo clip, thawing her frost. My phone pings with Arjun's text, Lila's glowing Vera. Patel's quiet, but her allies murmur. Festival tonight. I reply, 6 p.m. courtyard. We'll shine. His response, you're our spark. Plan bold. At 10 a.m., I draft a scholarship proposal, my laptop open to Unity Networks funds. $50,000 now, fueled by Expo Buzz, for a $12,000 event planning program in Lila's name, aimed at mentoring young creators like her. Kieran arrives, her tablet flashing festival plans, her voice electric. The Oregonian wants a Lila feature, 150,000 views. Carter's brewing cider, Ruiz's setting up booths. Patel's allies are mute. My chest expands, Patel's bias a fading smudge, her waist jab a distant echo. Spread the invites, I say, handing Kieran flyers. I'll prep Lila. Kieran's nod is fierce, our plan a vibrant beat. At 1 p.m., I visit Lila and Arjun at their home, its porch warm with potted ferns, Lila sketching event layouts, Arjun sorting props, their bond a quiet stage. My sketches got kids planning, Lila says, eyes bright, Arjun smile soft, you're our star. I outline my strategy, rally kin at the festival, present Ramsey's endorsement and a petition with 30 signatures, and push for inclusive family events at a final board hearing next week. Go fierce, Arjun urges, joining us, his sweater crisp. Patel tried to dim us, show your events are unstoppable. I recall Patel's grimace, her racism a public scar. Phone secure, I say, my voice a steady rhythm. The festival's our platform. Lila's grip is firm, you're our planner, Aunt Vera. At 3 p.m., I stop by Carter's house, her yard fragrant with lavender, her laugh warm, my ciders for Lila Vera. Ruiz, mentoring youth, signs the petition, his tale of Patel's snubs against minority talents fueling my fire. Their warmth, once cautious, smothers Patel's chill, her reprimand quelling her temple allies, though whispers hint she's lobbying for traditional events. My business's events, reunions to radiance, drive my precision, but Patel's matriarchal ties linger, her brother's temple board role a fading threat. At 6 p.m., the courtyard thrums, 400 kin cheering, kids showcasing event sketches, booths laden with cider, scones, and Arjun's sesame dumplings. Lila, in a teal scarf, presents her layout, its design a spark of brilliance, Arjun filming, his phone glinting. I take the mic, voice a clear flare. Patel dissed my career for my race, wounding Lila's spark. I run an event business. Ramsey's endorsement and your 30 signatures prove our worth. This scholarship lifts our youth. I raise the petition, Ruiz roaring, Carter clapping, Kieran filming. The Oregonian snaps photos, the band's folk tunes weaving through, kids crowding Lila, her sketches star under dogwoods. Patel's absence, her porch dark across the park, marks her fall, the board's inquiry, now viral, shifting tides. Chair Ellis attends, pledging, we're revising events for equity. Carter hugs Lila, you're our champ. Ruiz raises a glass, to our June's strength. The festival's glow, dogwoods, folk, cheers, drowns Patel's frost, the scholarship launching with Ramsey's $6,000 pledge. Arjun pulls me aside, you reshaped Multnomah Vera, but Patel's allies want a vote to block reforms. My Multnomah slights, once embers, blaze this victory. My phone holds Ramsey's text, our honor a supernova. The night deepens, the courtyards pulse a rhythm of hope. I walk the planning booths, banners fluttering under lantern light, their layouts a call to create. Lila's creativity, her fierce texts, fortify me. Arjun's loyalty, his bold support, anchors me. Kieran's coordination, charting Lila's rise, sparks hope. Ramsey's endorsement, a cornerstone of our fight, steels my resolve, her platform a shield for our legacy. I pause by Lila's sketch booth, its designs a mirror of Arjun's love, Lila's dreams. By January 25th, Patel steps back, Ellis leads the community, events open, Lila mentors youth, my businesses fund hits $60,000. I stand by the display, phone in hand, my legacy not just $60,000, but a family restored, a community reborn, our honor a comet against prejudice's shadow. Ramsey emails, you're unstoppable. My Portland State fire, once dimmed, burns eternal, a testament to planning. The courtyard once tense, hums as one. Carter's cider, Ruiz's cheers, Arjun's dumplings, Lila's sketches, a chorus of worth, our family's legacy a timeless rhythm. The festival softens, dogwoods swaying in the breeze. I linger by the sketch booth, Lila's designs a steady pulse in my heart, a spark for the hearing. Patel's prejudice tried to dim us, but our triumph rises, a testament to our family's unyielding worth, woven into Portland's vibrant gatherings of justice. February 1, 2026, radiates with a vibrant early spring dawn over Portland's Multnomah, the community center's grand hall a resplendent stage for an event legacy gala, its air woven with the savory scent of fresh dumplings, the soulful pulse of a jazz trio, and the cheers of neighbors packed into rows of plush seats under gleaming brass chandeliers. I'm Vera Chun, a 29-year-old event planner earning $90,000, standing by a display of youth planning awards, heart soaring like a perfectly timed festival, my phone alight with an Oregonian headline, Planner's Vision Unites Community Pride. Last month's youth event festival, where my niece Lila Chun showcased her event sketches, sealed our triumph over my grandmother Mrs. Patel Chen's racist dismissal of my career as barely a real job. My petition, fueled by Mrs. Ramsey's endorsement and 30 signatures, ignited a 5-2 board inquiry, leading to Patel's reprimand and withdrawal. Yesterday, the community board voted 8-0 to expand inclusive family events, opening Portland's gatherings fully. Today, with Lila's festival design framed beside a scholarship plaque, I'm weaving a final tapestry of unity, restoring our family and community, not to erase Patel's legacy, but to make our honor a flame that kindles Portland's equity. The past week has been a crucible of healing and precision. After Patel's vetted traditions push rallied her temple allies, I harnessed my business's $35,000 grants, amplifying Ramsey's acclaim, now at 200,000 views. The board's reforms, mandating diverse events and youth programs, silenced Patel's allies. Her withdrawal, citing personal reflection, marked their retreat. My phone buzzes with Arjun's text, Lila's a star Vera. Patel's history. Gala tonight. I reply, 7 p.m. Hall. We'll shine. His response, you're our spark. Plan eternal. At 10 a.m., I draft a mentorship program proposal, my laptop open to Unity Networks funds, $70,000 now, fueled by festival grants, for a $15,000 event planning academy in Lila's name, aimed at nurturing young creators like her. Kieran arrives, her tablet glowing with gala plans, her voice electric, the Oregonians profiling Lila, 300,000 views. Carter's cooking dumplings, Ruiz's donating plaques. Patel's gone. My chest lifts, Patel's bias a faded smudge, her waist jab a faint murmur. Spread the invites, I say, handing Kieran banners. I'll prep Lila. Kieran's grin is a flare, I'll plan a radiant rhythm. At 1 p.m., I visit Lila and Arjun at their home, its kitchen warm with the scent of fresh bread, Lila refining her festival layout, Arjun sorting props, their bond a luminous stage. My sketches are inspiring kids, Lila says, eyes alight, Arjun's nod fierce, you're our heart. I share the academy plan, detailing its support for youth like Lila. Arjun's smile is steady, Lila's voice eager, we'll teach them, Aunt Vera. Kieran joins us, her blazer crisp, you crushed Patel, Vera. Your events are unstoppable. My folder, once clutching Ramsey's contact, overflows with kin letters. Carter lauding my festivals, Ruiz decrying Patel's bias. The Oregonian headline, Honor ends career bias, trends, neighbors rallying, even Ms. Harper, once Patel's ally, nodding at the market. At 3 p.m., I stop by Carter's house, her porch fragrant with rosemary, her smile warm, my dumplings are for Lila, Vera. Ruiz, mentoring youth, pledges academy funds, his story of Patel's slights against minority talents stoking my resolve. Their warmth, once dimmed, buries Patel's frost, her withdrawal fading her temple clout, though whispers hint she's advising a rival expo. My business's pulse, plans to prosperity, fuels my aim, Patel's shadow gone, her brother's temple roll a spent relic. Carter's clasp, Ruiz's nod, spark hope, Lila's our planner. At 7 p.m., the hall pulses, 600 neighbors cheering, kids clutching event sketches, tables laden with dumplings, scones, and Arjun's sesame noodles. Lila, in a teal scarf, presents her festival layout, its design a storm of brilliance, Arjun presenting her plaque, his pride a radiant hue. I speak, voice a clear chord, Patel dissed my career for my race, wounding Lila's spark. I run an event business, Ramsey's endorsement and your 30 signatures proved our worth. This academy builds our future. I raise the petition, Ruiz roaring, Carter clapping, Kieran filming. The Oregonian snaps photos, the trio's jazz weaving through, kids crowding Lila, her layout a star under chandeliers. The board's reforms, announced by Chair Ellis, seal our victory, funding $90,000 for youth programs. Carter hugs Arjun, you're our soul. Ruiz raises a glass, to Lila's art. The gala's warmth, chandeliers, jazz, cheers, drowns Patel's chill, the academy launching with Ramsey's $10,000 pledge. Arjun pulls me aside, you reshaped Portland, Vera. Lila's free. I recall my Multnomah slights, my 2 showy plans, now fueling this triumph. My phone holds Ramsey's text, our honor a galaxy. The night deepens, the hall's energy a pulse of renewal. I walk the award rows, plaques glinting under brass light, their layouts a call to create. Lila's creativity, her fierce texts, fortify me. Arjun's loyalty, his bold support, anchors me. Kieran's coordination, charting Lila's ascent, sparks hope. Ramsey's endorsement, a cornerstone of our fight, steels my resolve, her platform a shield for our legacy. I pause by Lila's framed layout, its lines a mirror of Arjun's love, Lila's dreams. By February 8, Patel exits Multnomah, Ellis leads the community, events thrive, Lila mentors youth, my business's fund hits $100,000. I stand by the display, phone in hand, my legacy not just $100,000, but a family restored, a community reborn, our honor a supernova against prejudice's void. Ramsey calls, you're a force. My Portland State fire, once dimmed, burns eternal, a testament to planning. The hall once fraught, hums as one, Carter's dumplings, Ruiz's cheers, Arjun's noodles, Lila's layouts, a chorus of worth, our family's legacy a timeless beat. The gala fades, chandeliers casting a soft sheen. I linger by the layout display, Lila's art a vibrant hum in my heart, a flame for eternity. Patel's prejudice tried to dim us, but our triumph rises, a testament to our family's unyielding worth, etched into Portland's enduring festival of valor. Thank you for joining this journey. Share your stories of honor and justice below, and if this tale resonated, give it a thumbs up. Worth blooms from prejudice's ashes.